Hey Libra, it's Tasha, aka Mama Jim. This is your teen monthly tarot scope. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I just want to say thank you for everyone that has stuck by me. I know that you were looking for those, and I'm gonna tell you, your girl was super duper, uber duper, duper, duper tired, and I had some, just personal issues going on, so I couldn't do those for the month of February. Excuse me. But I am back taking personal readings as well, and I'm back again doing monthlies. So I appreciate y'all riding it out with your girl. I am now back with a new deck, the Housewives Tarot. I have been led to use this deck, especially where we are as I'm filming these videos. We're under the energy of a moon that, we should be focusing on what we should be detaching from and letting go of, or from, or moving to. There's a lot of movement going on, and I've just been led to do this reading just to show us what's coming in and what we need to rid ourselves, be it people, energy, food, whatever it is. So, and I also have another new deck, the Wisdom for Healing cards, which I will draw 2 cards towards the end or at the end. And I like the way they've been resonating. So let's just get into it. I'm going to be using a card Celtic cross spread this month. Okay. What's going on for the heart of the matter? Ooh, love. I found love on a two-way street. That's like what I'm hearing when I see this. I feel like some of you guys have found love, which is beautiful. Or at least if you're not in a relationship, then you're falling more in love with yourself. What is conflicting this situation right now? Oh boy. The 9 of Wands in this deck is a little different than the traditional Rider-Waite. Now, the one thing that I didn't touch on earlier is the reason why I like this deck. This deck is very whimsical. This deck is very cynical. This deck it can be very sarcastic, but it to me, it really doesn't leave much confusion or room for guessing, or room for room it doesn't leave for confusion as far as the interpretation of the cards. So what I feel is, even though we have this good situation coming on, I feel like somebody in this relationship may be a little bit out for self. And I'm just wanna let me this card talks about climbing the ladder. Now, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it talks about you can talk about being defensive, trying to go one more time. It has a lot of meanings, but in this deck, it's a little different. I'm seeing this as she's trying to climb the social ladder. Now, if you are in a relationship with somebody and they have this, or maybe you have this type of attitude, um, it's conflicting though. So I feel like there's a strong need to make sure that both parties are out to fulfill their responsibilities within the relationship and to the other partner, not to themselves. Okay. I also feel like there is a no, I think that's what I feel right now. We'll see as we go on. That's what I feel. Some I feel like somebody may try to leave the other person, or there's a fear that the other person is, trying to advance further than the other. Now, I also see it in another way, that this is coming up as a conflict, that maybe you're feeling like, even though you found this love, that it's not going to be successful. The relationship will not be successful. Which is, I don't know why you get that feeling, because this is the heart of the matter here. It's obvious that the both of you really do like each other. So I'm kind of attributing this 9 of Wands as a fear, especially if you're feeling like it's not going to work due to whatever reason, like whatever fear that you have. I feel like maybe it's a too good to be true type feeling. Let's see what's going on subconsciously, why this all is all happening. The 2 of Wands, like you just don't want to see it. You don't want to recognize it for what it is what I feel. Um, this woman in this card, when she comes to me in a reading, she just looks like, well, I don't, I wish you could see her face again. She's like, well, I don't know what to do. What do I do next? I feel like for some of you, do I sweep first or do I mop first? Where are you going to sweep first if you're intending to mop the floor? You know? And she's like, well, and anybody with common sense would know that she has on a fur coat. You're not going to mop or sweep in a fur coat. She's trying to play kind of helpless. Not to say that you guys are playing helpless, but you're refusing to make a move right now. I feel like you guys are analyzing this situation from the rooter to the tutor. Okay. And so you're not taking a stance right now. See how she put up the rug and the broom across her as if it's almost a block, or she feels as if somebody's put that across her because these are extra set of hands that she has up here. And by the way, why the hell does she have on socks? But anyway, she could at least put on some stockings. But regardless. So yeah, you're feeling like you're unable to move right now because I feel like you'd be questioning the intentions or questioning how this thing is going to work out. What has gone on in the past? I feel the need to draw 2 cards. One from the bottom and one from the top. What is going on in the past, recent past? Some of you have been coming out of a relationship or a time of singlehood. So you've been working on yourself. You've been trying to get, you've definitely experienced some hurt, and that's understandable where this fear comes in. I think that's where a lot of this, it may not even be fear, just maybe just some reservation is what I'm feeling for Librans. But I feel like this relationship the connection is there. You feel like you met this person before, that this person, y'all have really good conversations. I feel like your goals are pretty much the same, very similar. You even have similar backgrounds. You feel like this person could be a soulmate if you're not already calling them a soulmate. You meet them, you just had a card to pop out. Expect things to start moving a little bit faster to y'all. And expect some messages to come in. But I feel like yeah, maybe this thing is moving too fast for you. Not what you're used to. You're used to diligently working on something, taking it back to the lab, working, perfecting it. Patience, working tedious hours, working on yourself. If this is not what it is, if that's what it is, and then you have this person that comes in and like, whoa, where did you get here? How did you get here? Like Deborah Cox, So it's definitely understandable to have that type of reservation. I get it. I feel like for some of you, you definitely have come out of a stint of just some singlehood, or maybe you've had some bad relationships in the past. And I was gonna say something else about that, but I forgot. Moving. So what's going on in the present? Bottom card and the top card. Oops. Right now, you're committed to what you want, to getting what you want. You're trying to. I feel like you really want this relationship to work and prosper, but there is a reservation there. Y'all, excuse me, see toes. There is a reservation there. I feel like this is where you are. There's like a confliction. This is the confliction showing again. A part of you. Let me put this part down. Oops, sorry. A part of you want to ride this thing out and see what's going on with it, and I feel like the other part of you is just trying to find everything that you don't like about it, to try to find an excuse to leave. But what I will say is, if this is something that you really want and you feel like there could be some type of connection, you really need to be tapping into yourself and tuning in and listening to your spirit guides, listening to your ancestors, listening to the Most High, see what the Most High has to tell you. Start praying. Really open yourself up to understanding or deciphering or discerning. That's the word I want to look for. Say discerning what this is and what you're feeling. Because if you haven't, this is what I was going to say. If you haven't met this person, I feel like for some of you have just met this person, or you will be meeting this person in the month of March. And it's just like soon as it comes in, it's like it just moves very fast, very fast. There's a lot of movement here. And it just kind of it holds you back. You hold yourself back like, whoa, Nelly, wait a minute now. Hold on. Wait a minute. I like you. And it's I think it's the speed that keeps you a little reserved, Libra. I feel like it's the speed. You didn't it was totally unexpected. What's coming up in the near future? 2 weeks to a month out. Sorry. Oh, ooh, beautiful cards. Page of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, once you can get past the initial shock that, yeah, actually, I do deserve love and I am love and I'm going to radiate love. And because I chose to radiate love because I have been working on myself, I have attracted someone who is, is seemingly right for me. We get along, we have a good time. I'm going to try it. That's all that the universe is asking for you to do. Just try it out to see what it is. You put some effort into it. It's still in its beginning stages, and you're doing it because it's something that you would really want anyway. This person seems pretty ideal to you, so you're willing to give it a try. How you feeling about the situation right now? Boom, Ten of Cups. Okay, you're happy about this thing. I'm telling you, y'all really like this person. I'm telling you, you really, really like this person. They do it for you, so you're feeling good about it. Just a little reserved. I feel like that it will it will it will pass. Okay, you will come to see what I'm feeling is that y'all actually can be successful together. Don't think that the other person is going to try to outdo you. Maybe you had some issues with that and people in the past, but you're going to see that, you know what, this is just a fear. This is just a reservation because you've been out of the game for so long, but you're going to be willing to try it. How this person or how your environment is feeling about you, this could be the person, yeah, and or your surrounding environment. Ooh, the Pentacles. Like I said, it's interesting, y'all. I'm telling you, you have the Two of Cups, 1 and 2. This is you and your boo. Okay? You both, and tens break down to one again. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, both of y'all feel like, yeah, this could actually really work. They can very well see themselves in the future down the line with you, and you can see it too. Like, that you can be very happy with this person. I feel like outside, if this is not if this is not a love relationship or a romantic relationship that you entered, this is just you continuing to tune into yourself, and everybody's starting to see it now. Uh-oh. They're starting to see it now. From the outside looking in, they can see it now. They see the changes that's been going on with you. Um, oops, sorry. Which is a beautiful thing to be able to see that transformation come in. For advice, Two of Pentacles. What I feel is telling you is have fun in the moment. Have fun in the moment. Don't get too worked up about it. Don't overthink. Definitely do not overthink. Libras, y'all are the air sign just like I am, and y'all know we are notorious for overthinking. Don't overthink this thing, because I think you might overthink yourself out of a situation that you actually like. Okay? For those who are single, I feel like you're trying to decide what you're going to do next. Okay? You're making it, you're working at it, you're doing the damn thing, and I feel like you're enjoying a little bit of this. Because I feel like for some people, especially single ones, and it could even be the ones that are in a relationship or a new relationship, you have people looking. You have people looking at you, and just like I said, noticing the changes. There's going to be some talk coming in with these people talking about you. Look at her. Look at him. He's sitting in a nice, pretty house and in nice maintenance landscape yard, and it's just so you have people who worried about your situation more than you worry about your situation. See how they're holding it up? I feel like this is a person holding up. This could be you holding up your dream. Maybe you're holding steadfast to your dream. But if it's not that, I feel like there are people who are holding you up and looking at you, watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you over and over again. And you just like, I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever I want. You got these people pulling on you all the time. You're like, I don't care. For those who are, like I said, in a relationship, you you're just having fun right now. It doesn't even matter what's going on around you. If people are looking at y'all or whatever, you don't even care. You just having fun. Outcome going in towards the end of the month. Two cards. I don't know what your outcome's gonna be. You got a lot of positive cards. This is a soulmate relationship. It feels like it. Outcome. I feel like you guys are really gonna go towards this thing full throttle. You're gonna starting with the ace. Starting with the ace of cups. A deepening of emotions is coming. The love cup is about to be filled up, children. It's about to be filled. Okay? Because you already recognize it. I feel like there's going to be expressions of it. This relationship is going to move. It is moving very fast. And what you're going to be doing here with the Five of Swords, it tells me here, I see this is like a pattern. You're cutting away the pattern. You're cutting away the your usual way of thinking. The Five of Swords talks about thinking, and communication and thought processes and all that type of stuff. But you're cutting out, you're cutting out this pattern because I feel like you feel like it's not helpful for you. You're recognizing how this this pattern has it's this way of this reservation, like I told you before, like, it's not going to be successful. You realize that it's not needed anymore. You feel comfortable with this person. I feel like this was the go-to pattern that you always like. You probably tried to approach every relationship in the same type of way, and now you're understanding. No, I can't do that. So I have to get rid of these things, that these thought patterns that don't work for me anymore. I got to get rid of, when I think about the traditional Rider Waite deck, where you have the person with the sword, and he has his swords, and everybody else has left him alone, like you're out for self. You're realizing that no, this is a union. We are coming together. I can't think just solely about myself any longer. This is um a combo a combo deal. We're a package deal now. You're understanding that. So instead of, I feel like, to put in an analogy for some of you, instead of sticking to the same pattern, because you got to dress in every color with this same pattern. It's an easy pattern for you to do. You know it, you do it well, but you know what? I'm not using this anymore. You're gonna get you a nice pencil skirt, a little wiggle dress or something, because you understand your role, and you understand your role in relationships, and you understand relationships from a different point of view now, because you have come from this position in the past of learning. When the strength card comes in, there was some tears to be shed, honey. The strength card, some mixed up emotions. When the strength card pops up in my reading, I know that people have been going through some things, and you've been going through some things, and I feel like you've kind of made yourself believe that you won't deserve, you're not going to get this type of connection. And so when it comes in, you start questioning it in, you tearing yourself apart, and you're just like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not using this anymore. I'm gonna give this thing a try. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and that's just what it is. So let go of that reservation. If this is speaking to you, let go of that reservation, let go of that fear, and just allow nature to take its course. I feel like you guys will be very happy in this relationship. You have, both parties have very good intentions with each other. So I just feel like what you're feeling is just something that you've been used to feeling all this time. And so now that something's new coming in, you're trying to stick to the old pattern, and it's not letting you. And that's where some of the discord comes in. So let's see what the wisdom for healing says. Oops. That wasn't. First card, become better. When I see this card, I like this deck too, y'all. It's so cool. I feel like when it's saying that, it's telling you to use your intuition because of the full moon in the back, and it's telling you to be free. And it's saying to be better. I just feel like it's saying just to be without restrictions. Don't be so closed. This is the better that I feel like when I look at this. card is what it's telling you. I'm reminded of when you see little kids on the swing, and each time they go up, they try to get higher and higher and higher. It's the same thing with this Ace of Cups and the Five of Swords at the end of the reading. Be willing to take a chance and go higher and higher and deeper into love. It says for today's lesson, discover one thing that will make you better and more empowered at what you do and who you are, and make it a part of your routine. If this is difficult, identify why becoming better is something you wouldn't want to do. Your goal is to recognize how and why you sabotage your empowerment. Just like what I said, y'all, it's that overthinking. I feel like a lot of y'all overthinking, overanalyzing, self-sabotage, all of that. Don't be okay with being better. You're in a different place. What was the purpose of you doing all this work on yourself, eliminating what you need to do, adding things to your life, if you're still going to have the same thought pattern that you feel like you're not worth anything? That means you defeated all the work that you did. Okay? So you doing this in good faith. You're doing all this work in good faith to become better. Then just be better. Understand that the time is now. The next card is dare to be creative. Same thing. Like I said earlier with the pattern, she's cutting out the pattern. She's been using the same pattern over and over again. Try a new pattern. Try something different. You know, add some lace to the dress this time if you're going to do it. Use it in a different color. Put some buttons on it. It says for today's lesson, think about all the creative ideas that come to you in one day. How many do you dismiss as trivial or unproductive? Healing requires impractical and daring creativity. Your goal to observe how you respond to your own creative voice. Are you receptive or self-critical? Same thing what I said. You have the opportunity. It's being presented to you right now to get this love. The love is being offered to you, Libras. And so you have to make the decision at this point now. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to sit there and just let it just stay there, or are you going to get it and you're going to mold this love and you're going to create something even deeper than what you or your partner had ever imagined? On the flip side, if it's not a couple, this is you being able to change up something, change up your style of dress, learn a new word every day. I need to learn some new words every day. That just came to me. But anyway, do something different out of your life. If your whole goal is transformation, then everything has to transform, not just one side of yourself. Understand that we are multidimensional people. And if you're intending to change your mind, then you need to change your heart. Then you need to change your fears. Then you need to change your body. All of this stuff is going to be entailed. It's all connected. And so I feel like with this relationship, it is showing you that you're going to have to change everything, and it'd be a little scary, but I feel like the connection is so deep that the reservation is not going to be as strong. I feel like right now it's pretty strong, but once you get into it and the flow is, I feel like you'll be more comfortable with it. So just take time, do something different, try something different, Libras. Move from that same old stagnant space, move from that same, that same go-to, even if it's just you have the same, if you have the same meal. On Mondays it's tacos, it's Tuesdays it's subs, it's Wednesdays it's spaghetti. Try something different. Try something, be willing to try something different. And I feel like especially for single ones who try something, especially when it comes to food, you're gonna find something that you really like, that you never thought you would actually like, which in return is going to boost your confidence in yourself and boost your level of spontaneity, because now you realize, you know what, I can just try it. If I don't like it, then I just don't like it. If I like it, then I can just do it again. It's just that simple and plain. And I feel like when you overanalyze and you overthink stuff, you make a mountain into a molehill, which we all do a lot of times. So now it's telling you this is not the situation that you want to do that. You want to go with the flow and allow the universe to guide you and allow your intuition to guide you, and you're going to be all right. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like a personal reading from me, please hit me up. My information is in the description box. I love you guys. Bye.